All right, so you're watching Strictly Basketball Podcast, episode 11. I got a special guest in the building. Introduce yourself. Let the world know who you are.
I'm Jeremiah Coston. Everybody call me Jerry or Tink. So it's up to y'all.
All right, so let's get into it. So, who impacted you in basketball? Like, who was your biggest influence as far as basketball growing up?
I'll probably say my older brother Jalen. He's still out here killing dudes. He overseas playing, but
I think I met him back in Steady Buckets. I met him at Steady Buckets. Shout out to Coach Mackey. Shout out to the Steady Buckets organization.
Shout out to Steady Buckets.
Shout out to the Steady Buckets program. You know Coach Mackey too?
Yeah, of course. I work. That's who I work with every summer.
Word.
Every summer I work with Mackey and everybody at
Yeah.
SB.
So how old was you when you met Mackey? I met Mackey when I was like 16, 17. Yep. I met Mackey when I was like 16, 17.
I met Mackey about 4 years ago, probably when I was like 18. Probably
put the mic, yeah.
18, turning 19, and I just went over there for a workout at SB, and then I was old enough to work, so he asked me, if I wanted to work and stuff like that. So I just became part of the SB family, the SB culture and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. So did you play AAU growing up? Like, how was your AAU experience? Like, and what AAU clubs you played with? How was your AAU experience, and what AAU clubs you played for?
Well, I didn't play like big time AAU, like EYBL and all of that. I was more like low key and local stuff, more like zero gravity and tournaments like local Connecticut, Philly, like nothing too crazy.
How come you ain't go like the EYBL Under Armour route?
Cause to be honest, when I was younger, like I was playing football. And then,
so that was your first passion before basketball. That was something that you fell in love with before basketball.
Right. Yeah, I was playing football from like 9 to about 14 years old. So when I got into basketball, I didn't really know like the politics that go into it in terms of like knowing who to play for and where to play. So
how was your transition? How was it for you playing? Did you play middle school basketball?
Nah, I mean, I'm not gonna say I started playing
what
basketball.
What age you got started serious playing basketball, like organized basketball, seriously?
So playing serious basketball, I started around 14, 15 years old. Probably like my freshman, sophomore year of high school. That's when I really started taking it serious.
When you went to Lehman, because you went to Lehman all 4 years.
Yeah, correct. And that's when I kind of just like started growing into more of a basketball body.
So like your freshman year, that's when like your game started getting more advanced. Like you would say.
I would say my game really started getting advanced. I would say my junior year. I was a late bloomer. So
that's a fact. Like I started taking ball serious when I was like 14 too. I've been playing like I got my first basketball trophy at 10, my second trophy at 11. So I always had trophies. I always been in the loop with basketball. I know people in basketball, and I always been like in the loop. You feel me?
Yeah, it's like I always had people around me playing basketball. Like my dad, he played basketball. He coaches basketball. So I was always around basketball players. Always around basketball. Like I said, my biggest inspiration was like my older brother. Watching him hoop, and
he played college basketball. Where he played at college.
Yeah, and then also my older cousin Will, watching them hoop. And
so they basically influenced you as far as basketball. They impacted you as far as like putting the ball, like playing the sport, the basketball. Yeah.
Because I used to just we used to go to the big park, and everybody playing the big park, and if you wasn't nice, you couldn't play on the court that they was playing on.
That's a fact.
Just watching them like. Just take over the park.
It's always good to have that inspiration. Always good to have that older role model, older person look up for as basketball, because you never know. Like it's always good to have that like in you. So how's that transition from like playing 4 years at Lehman, and then transferring to the prep school? Then transferring to going to prep school at the Robinson School. So how was that transition from leaving Lehman, going to prep? So how was that transition for you?
It wasn't a hard adjustment. Because you adjust when you're playing basketball, like that's just part of the game. So, going to prep school and playing sometimes older guys, it just made me better, to be honest.
Like how was the prep school schedule? Like what schools y'all had when y'all scheduled? What schools y'all had?
We played Olympus. We played St. Patrick's School.
I know y'all played against BDA. I went to BDA. I played against my school. I went to Brooklyn Moxie Academy. Shout out to Metro BDA. The whole Bucket fan family. Shout out to the whole Bucket fan family.
We played against Metro BDA, and then we played against like some junior colleges like Monroe and stuff like that. So,
and I want to speak about, so how was the player development at the prep school? Because like a lot of people go prep thinking they're gonna get a Division I offer, but that's not always the case. Like if you want to go to a prep school, you gotta like showcase. You gotta perform on that stage, right? You gotta showcase your level. So like, how was the how was the player development side at the prep school you went to? Like, how was the player development there?
The player development was perfect at prep school. I had a trainer there. We called him Eggy. His name is Jermaine Warmack. I think he's a coach at Orange High School right now in Jersey.
Shout out to
Jermaine
them.
Warmack. Shout out my guy Eggy. So he just really just had us grinding every day, whether it was weights or just skill. You know, he had a great basketball mind, so the skill development was there, and I ended up winning Player of the Year that year. So like during the season, like my game just got
How you felt? How you felt after winning Player of the Year? How you felt? Like,
I mean that was probably one of the best feelings in the world for real. Like just being the best player amongst other good players. And
you was ever ranked like far as like
recognized.
you was ranked like far as like in your class? You was ranked like far as in the city, like or in the state? You was ranked.
That's what's funny. Like I told you, I was a late bloomer, so like you know I would watch the guys around me, you know, get all these accolades, and you know, and I'll be happy for them too, cause you know these
and
dudes my dogs.
And one thing I want to talk about, rankings don't always matter, cause you feel me. You could still be unranked and still give a nigga still give a person that's ranked 30, 40. You feel me? So rankings don't always matter. You feel me? Yeah. It's your skill set. It's you as a player. Cause you know a lot of people go on rankings. Oh, this person ranked ahead of me. Oh, he better than me. Rankings is like, I'm gonna speak about rankings. Rankings is not always the case. You could still you
go in about this one.
You could still be unranked and still give people that's ranked buckets. Like I seen it. I seen it at the Elite 24. Isaiah Washington was going at it with Trayvon Duval at the Elite 24. They was going back and forth.
Nah, that's a fact. It's just you know more people have more of a name than certain people, but I mean I never thought that mattered. Like especially you know if you want to make it in this type of in the basketball.
And you
world,
was unranked as far as high school and prep, right?
Unranked high school, prep school, all of that. I never been ranked.
So when you started getting more recognition, you would say?
Probably after I won that Player of the Year. I would say I'm probably still not that known among the city, but you know my name got floated around a couple times. Played a good summer last year with certain teams and certain tournaments, you know. So
what tournament you did last summer?
I did damn near everything. I did
like what streetball tournament you played in last summer?
I did hoops in the sun. I got a little run in Pro City. Not too much though, but you know, among the pros.
You ain't do Dykeman?
Nah, I ain't do I ain't do Dykeman in so long. I don't know. Dykeman getting kind of.
Yeah, I did Dykeman open runs in 2017. So
yeah.
I had a chance to play again in 2018. Yeah, cause L-Pack. Shout out to L-Pack. I went rocking the L-Pack. Shout out to the whole L-Pack fan. Shout out to Vic. Shout out to the whole L-Pack family. You know the vibes. Shout out to L-Pack. So yeah, I've been in the loop with basketball for a while. Like I met Coach Tip even when I was 17. I met Mackey when I was like 16, 17. I met Turtle at 14. Then I went to Millbank, so I was in the loop for a while too. So like that. So how was then now we're gonna get into your college transition. Like so how was going to Palm Beach State College? How was the coaching staff there? How was the organization there? Like how was the player development there?
Well, Palm Beach State was kind of a
that was a junior college, Division I, junior college, D1, right?
Yep, junior college, JUCO D1. I went there my freshman year. I played a solid year. Didn't play the whole year. You know, I had academic issues and whatnot. But overall, I would say it was a pretty good experience. Like my first time being on my own and you know, growing and learning.
Adjusting and learning
without
and everything.
The training wheels of your parents and whatnot. So it was a cool adjustment. Just like being out there, having to think for myself and having to develop my game on my own too. Like
I say, you still in contact with some of your teammates from college? Like
definitely.
You got a good relationship with some of your teammates?
Yeah, we locked in for sure.
That's dope. So college was good. Then what else I want to touch on? So after Palm Beach State, how was that for you? Like far as like we went to Shelton after that?
Nah, actually, after Palm Beach, I was supposed to attend a school in Wyoming. So when I signed, a week later, they canceled, you know, because of COVID. That was the year.
COVID was crazy.
It was messing people up. So I ended up not being able to go there. So I took a semester at a school, Dutchess Community College. But I didn't want to play or nothing. That wasn't the level I wanted to play at.
You feel like you was way too advanced for that level.
Like not even that.
Like
It
he was,
just felt like it was
like
settling.
you feel like you was too
what
elite.
I just came from.
Yeah.
You feel me?
You was not on that cocky, arrogant. Cause you know a lot of people arrogant and cocky. Like, nah, I'm not. I'm the man. I don't want to do that.
I never been that type.
Cause you know,
person,
a lot of people out here is arrogant and cocky and stuff like that. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't be like that.
You can't be like that, especially because like opportunities come in many different forms. So,
But that's a fact. That one opportunity could change your whole life. That one opportunity you could take. That one opportunity you take could change your whole life, ladies and gentlemen. If you're listening out there, never know. You never know who you might meet, and God could put you in a room where you you never know. God could put you in a room where like he could change your life. You never know who God could put you in a room with.
Facts.
That's a fact. So yeah, like then you went to Dutchess, then ASA. And
I didn't play in either of those years, so I actually took like 2 years off of basketball, not purposely, but just there was some opportunities that I either passed up on or wasn't able to take advantage of. So that was really a big part of.
You
like,
played at
my
any
basketball
like
right now.
any pro camps, any college camps, like any pro combines, college combines, college showcases you did in the past?
I did the JUCO showcase a couple years ago.
Yeah, cause I did Big Apple in 2017
was
with
in
Coach. Shout out to Coach Tippy. I did Big Apple Sports with Coach Tippy. Shout out to Tippy McTurnan. Tippy the real GOAT. Tippy done helped thousands of kids get in school. Tippy done changed a lot of people's life. Tippy done impacted a lot of people through basketball.
Nah, I still be going to Tippy workouts. You know, he be getting everybody right.
I gotta go back. Let me know you. Let me know you go to Tippy workout. I'll pop out with you in the morning. We out definitely.
Okay.
Shout out to Coach Tippy. Yo, Tippy done. He empowered a lot of people in sports. Like, as far as basketball, he changed a lot of people's life. Like, he done helped thousands of kids get in school. Like, Tippy the real GOAT. Like that's a fact though. So
Facts.
I started off working out with Tippy and all that. So yeah. What else I want to get into? So what's next for you as far as basketball now? Like,
Right now, I'm looking to finish up my 2-year degree and then try to get into a Division I, Division II. I had a solid year this year at Sheldon. It wasn't the greatest.
how was the
year,
stats? How was your stats?
I averaged 7 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists.
You ain't played much?
Nah, I did. That's crazy. Like, I started and everything. I just wasn't that consistent. You know, I had
Stats,
games
yeah.
where I have like 13 and a half game where I have like 7, 4, and then, just the consistency wasn't there. So
you feel me? But you feel me? You got to keep working. You got to get in the lab.
Yeah,
you got to work all summer. You got to get same with me. I'm in the lab all summer. I do sand workouts, and you become workout. I be doing sand. I'm a basketball trainer, so I do sand workouts. Or like you can work out with me. We can get in the lab together. So
copy.
We outside all summer 2023. All summer 2023 we outside. So
Fact.
So it's gonna be a good summer. So Will you feel like NYC basketball going in the future? Cause I speak about this on my previous episode. You feel like it's definitely evolving. You feel like New York City definitely going in the right direction as far as basketball. Like you feel like it's evolving. Cause I speak about this a lot. As far as NYC basketball right now.
I feel like everything that's happening for New York City basketball is a good thing right now. Like, the politics, the talk, that's New York City.
You feel me?
Because
New York City is the mecca of basketball. You feel me? It's the mecca of everything.
So when people say, "Oh, the politics is taking over," or the people talking too much, that's what come with it. Especially here in the city, everybody going to talk their shit, and everybody. I can say that.
You feel me? You a grown man. You feel me? We grown. You feel me? Like, yeah, that's a fact. He's going. You feel me?
All right, I just wanted to make sure, but yeah, I just feel like the New York City basketball culture didn't.
Like you said, it's politics. Like we
we
play balls, politics.
Exactly.
Like they going on people with big names, a person that got more recognition. You know how that be.
I don't think it changed for the bad though. I think it's good for the city to have a little shake up.
I feel like it's evolving. The reason why I'm saying it is evolving because there's a lot more access to a lot more things. Like social media is a new thing of this generation, of this era. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, that's a new thing that's going on.
I think that might be the only downfall of
as far as this generation.
Yeah, because a lot of times, you might see a player on Instagram and he got this crazy highlight, crazy mix, and then you see him play a couple times in real life, and it's like, it ain't what it looked like on the internet. So, but that goes with anything for real with the social media. So,
yeah.
But I would say that's probably the only negative I would take from New York City basketball.
And the reason why I say that the players now is more advanced, because I would say it's access to a lot more training now, like a lot more training, player development. So the players now is more advanced than the previous years, because I feel like it's gonna get better as the years go on, as far as like the player development, training, all that's gonna get better as the years keep going.
But I also feel like it's hard for me to speak on like, you know, the culture of New York City basketball, because I'm gonna be honest, I ain't been in tune like that like until I was about, I started coming outside probably like 18, 19 years old.
Same with
when
me.
I really started,
That's
feel
a
me,
fact.
like when I really started getting good, and then I started to see what it was like really here for. But I mean, you
feel me?
as
'Cause
I get older, it's just I start to see a little bit more. So
yeah, because I've been in the loop for a while. Like I've been in every tone. I've been to West 4th. Shout out to West 4th, Dykeman, Kenny, Rucker Park, Gersh, Tri-State, Dog Show, LBU, Brighton Classic, Inwood, Eric Bowen, Watson, Chosen, 3PBL. So I've been out. I've been in all. I played in some of them tournaments, and I've been in tournaments. So I know people through basketball. So I've been, like I said, I've been in the loop for a while.
yeah.
And NYC basketball is a mega. This where everybody come, like, as far as basketball. Like, we produce the best ball players in New York. I know LA, Miami got good hoopers, but New York, we produce the best ball players. Like,
And I tell people that all the time, like
ain't nothing
we
like
could-
New York
like,
City,
to
like,
be
at
honest,
all. It's nothing like New York City
New York
at all.
ball players could go anywhere else.
Anywhere, like,
and kill. There ain't a lot of niggas that could come from out of state. or
I could do
wherever
that.
and
That's a
come
fact.
here and get right.
The camera,
Yeah,
that's a
it's
fact.
not a
Let
lot
them
of
know.
niggas that come over
Tell the camera, let them know.
It's not a
And move
lot
the
of
mic up,
niggas
the
that
mic
could
up,
come
yeah.
from different states and come to New York and kill, but we could go anywhere and do what we want. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
That's a fact. You feel me? Because we got that killer instinct in us. You feel me?
Word.
Yeah, so, what NBA player impacted you in basketball?
Damn, that's
As far as NBA, like, what player impacted you?
it's crazy that you asked me this because he just retired yesterday. Melo been one of my favorite players since I was young, especially because my pops was a big fan. So
Shout out to Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah,
Carmelo
yeah.
gave us a great NBA career, 10-time All-Star, a 6-time All-NBA
9
team.
time scoring leader.
2012, 2013, one-time scoring champ, 3-time gold medal Olympic. You feel me? He did that. He did all that. His accolades speak for himself. Carmelo Anthony is a first ballot Hall of Famer easily. Like, he gave us, like, a great career. Like, my favorite Carmelo Anthony moment is when I seen him drop 60 something against Charlotte. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, he went in the Garden. He had 60 something against the Charlotte Hornets. Like, that was one of my favorite
Yeah.
Carmelo Anthony moments.
I was able to. I was lucky enough to catch his last game in New York. They played the Wizards, and he was going crazy. I ain't
What
even
year
gonna
was
lie,
that?
he was going shit. That was probably like 20. Was that 13 or 14?
Around
Or
that-
14,
right-
15. One of them years. I probably caught his last game in New York. So it might have been later than that though, because I don't
So
remember when he left.
Carmelo's somebody like that really inspired you, like impacted you as far as
I was-
basketball. You say
yeah.
like, growing up, like
Melo, Kobe.
you had any Carmelo jerseys in the crib, Carmelo magazines?
I definitely had some posters. Not no jerseys or nothing like that. But I tried to meet him one time in Basketball City. So Melo, if you see this, bro, I tried to meet you in Basketball
the
City
camera,
one
let them
time.
know.
I guess you was having a bad day or whatever, and your security wasn't feeling me, bro. So I just need an autograph or something. Feel me? Like now that you retired, I know you got time on your hands, bro. I need a I need
It's a
a
fact.
jersey. I need a autograph, something, bro. Word.
Yeah, a lot of players impacted me. One of my favorite point guards ever. I love a big Allen Iverson fan. Allen Iverson changed the game a lot. Like, you feel me? The trend he brought in the early 2000s, the tattoo, he was his authentic self. You feel me? AI was his authentic self. You feel me? He had the tattoos, the headband.
Thanks.
Like, he changed the game. Like, AI was that guy in the early 2000s. Like, he literally took over the early 2000s. He was a 4-time scoring champ. Like he averaged like 30 for 4 seasons. Like, AI was that guy. Like,
Yeah, one of the main reasons I feel like Melo
big Allen
influenced
Iverson
me-
fan.
One of the big reasons I feel like Melo influenced me was because I always seen him as like a underdog, or like throughout his career they always tried to put somebody over him, and there's been times where he proved where they wasn't. So I think that was a big inspiration to me.
What's
because
your favorite Carmelo Anthony moment? Far as him,
When he
far as watching him as a basketball, what's your favorite Carmelo Anthony moment?
when he hit that 3 against the Bulls to tie the game and then to win it in OT. That's probably my favorite Carmelo thing. I remember watching that game with my uncle too, my uncle and my little cousin. I remember watching that game, and he hit that 3 in the fourth quarter to tie it, and then he hit the 3 in OT to
It was
win
another player I was impacted by, and May God rest his soul. Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant. Like when I found out Kobe died, like that was very tragic. Like it put a pause in the world when we lost Kobe and Gigi. Like that was really sad. Like Kobe, the way Kobe Bryant impacted basketball, he had the killer mentality, the mama mentality. Kobe Bryant had the killer instinct. Every time Kobe Bryant wanted to step on the court, he wanted to go at you. Like he was coming at you regardless, but Kobe was that guy. Like he scored 81 points. I don't think that record will ever be broken anytime soon. He the second player to score. You feel me? How much Will Chamberlain scored? 100. Of course, he scored 100. Kobe had 81, but that record would probably never be broken. Like
I don't know the way basketball going right now, bro. Like niggas is getting closer and closer. Dame had what
71. Donovan Mitchell had 71.
Yeah, bro. That shit gonna get. In the next few years, somebody
gonna break. But Kobe, like what he did for the game, like you ever had a favorite Kobe Bryant moment? Like anything you like about Kobe? Like if you ever was a fan, what you like?
Oh yeah. Nah, I love Kobe. Favorite Kobe moment though. Dang. I gotta think about that one. Oh, when he hit that game winner against that's crazy because both of my favorite moments of two players is on the Bulls.
My favorite Kobe.
Anybody from Chicago, I don't got nothing against y'all. I don't got nothing against the Bulls, but I don't know what it is about my favorite players having great games against y'all. But this was on Christmas Day. I forget what year, but Kobe shot over like 4 y'all and gamed them. But yeah, that's probably my favorite Kobe moment.
Yeah, my favorite Kobe Bryant moment is when he dropped 61 points his last game against Utah. Like, and the way he went out, the way he did it, and the way he went out was like that was so surreal for me to see him do that. Like, Kobe was that guy. Then the tragic news we heard, and Kobe and his daughter, like, they passed. That happened right before the pandemic started. Cause mind you, that happened. The pandemic got crazy in March.
Yeah,
that's when Kobe first. That's when Kobe first got. COVID got crazy in March. Then Kobe and his daughter passed in January on the 26th, and it happened in Calabasas, California. And the way that happened, the helicopter crash, it was other passengers on that helicopter. It was not just Kobe and his daughter.
Yeah.
It was other passengers on that helicopter that was with them. So, and Kobe was taking his daughter to her game at the Mama Academy. Because, you know, Gigi was nice. She was like that. Kobe trained her, and she was a dog, too.
Yeah.
So, like, we spoke about your everything, career. So, like, you say you trying to go professional basketball. You got an agent? Or you looking forward to getting an agent?
Right now, I still got 2 years left to play.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking to go Division I, Division II, wherever I can go and be comfortable because, you know, I'm tired of school hopping. So I feel like this next school, I'm find a home for the next 2 years, you know, finish out my degree, you know, finish my education and
so
everything like that.
So you taking up again in college?
Right now, I've been doing general studies, but I really want to do studio engineering.
What is that?
That's like, that's mixing, mastering, producing musical tracks and stuff like that. So producing.
You into music, hip hop?
Yeah. Everything.
Give me your top 5 favorite rappers you listen to. I'm gonna give you my top. I'm gonna give you my top 5.
Like all time or just right now?
All time.
Damn, all time.
My top 5 I got an all-star lineup.
All time top 5 favorite rappers. That's a tough list. But I'm gonna go. I gotta put Meek on that list.
Shout out to Meek.
Look, this list is not it's not in order.
Too bad Philly got blown out and he got packed up by Boston. Too bad that Philly got packed up.
Look, but yeah, Meek, crazy, bro.
That's your number 1 favorite?
Nah.
Give me your number 1. I'm talking about top 5 of all time. Of all time, yeah.
Damn. I don't even know, bro. I listen to so much music, it's hard to tell you. But I could tell you my top 5. I'm gonna go Meek. I'm gonna go
Future?
Hell yeah.
He said nigga said
Future crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I got a little bit of a young category.
Everybody got their own perspective of what music rappers they listen to. Everybody got their own perspective.
I listen to old school rappers, but I wouldn't put them in my top 5. Like I get in the mood to listen to them and they be talking some hard shit, but I don't know. It's just not for me. It's not.
Yeah, so you say you got Meek, Future. You got like what 3 more?
Yeah,
you got a name. 3 more. You got a name. You feel me?
Damn. That's fake hard. Like if I had to, like, all right, so these are I'm gonna just go my go-tos. So these technically like my top 5.
Yeah.
So like my go-tos, if I'm like in the car or something, if I really want to get turned up, I'm gonna go Future. I'm gonna go Meek. I'm gonna go Gunna. Hey, I don't want nobody saying anything about him snitching. He ain't snitch on me, bro. He ain't snitch on me. Then his music fire. So I'm gonna go them 3. I'm gonna throw G Herbo in there.
Shout out to G Herbo.
And then
my top 5 is crazy. I'm out the name. I got an all-star lineup.
And I'm gonna throw Lil Wayne in that 5th spot. I'm gonna throw Lil Wayne.
My
in
top
that
5
5th
is
spot.
crazy. I'm about to name it right now. My number 1. Shout out to my guy, Toronto, born raised Canadian.
Come on, bro.
Jersey Drake. Shout out to my guy Drake.
Come
Drake
on.
at number 1. You feel me? Shout out to Drake. Number 2. He from Yonkers, New York. Lyricist. One of the best rappers ever. Lyrically, my man Jadakiss. Shout out to my son Jadakiss. Top 5, Dead or Alive, Kiss. Kiss that guy. You feel me? Kiss changed the game. You feel me? The Locks. When the Locks came out, they came out as a group, but all of them got bars.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sheik Luch. Shout out to Styles P. They all can rap. I got Jadakiss number 2. He a living legend. Number 3, I got Jay-Z. Shout out to Jigga. Shout out to Hove. Marcy Projects, Brooklyn. Feel me? Shout out to Jay-Z.
You got that old head favorite rapper.
Yeah, right. Tell me that. Yeah, I'm
rapper.
old school. You feel me? Drake is more like part of this era. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because Drake catalog is crazy.
Nah,
like,
it is. I ain't
right?
gonna lie. I don't
Drake,
think he got a bad song.
What? Drake
I don't think he got a
catalog is
bad song.
crazy.
I just can't put him in my favorite.
My number 4. Shout out to my number 4 rapper. I'm gonna have to go with shout out to my guy Fab. I gotta put Fab number 4. Fabulous I listened his last album he put out was 2019. That album was fire. Fabulous he got bangers. And number 5, shout out to Biggie Smalls. I got Biggie Smalls.
You went straight lyricist. Okay.
Yeah, that's far as like all the time. When we give me my top 5 rappers now, I like.
Yeah.
All right, number 1, Drake. Number 1. Number 2, Dave. Shout out to my guy Davies. Shout out to Davies store. Davies got a store in Harlem. Shout
So
out
you more of like that. You like that lyrical rap.
Yeah.
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 I don't know. With me,
Drake,
I like the lyrical rap when I'm in that mood. I gotta be in the mood for the lyrical
mood,
rap.
yeah.
But like majority of the time, I want to hear some shit like
Yeah,
you can
Drake.
turn up to and shit.
Yeah,
like
Drake, Davies, J. Cole number 3. J. Cole, that guy. Shout out to my guy J. Cole. J. Cole got bangers. I got J. Cole number 3. Who I'm gonna put is number 4. Kendrick number 4. Definitely Kendrick, that guy. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar. He got balls. That's a good 4 I named.
Facts.
Drake, I had Drake. Who else? I did Davies, J. Cole, Kendrick. Who I could put as number 4? Number 4. I got one more, right?
Nah, you got one more. 5.
I throw Meek in there. Number 5.
Alright.
That's a good 5.
Yeah,
You feel me? You
that's a
can't
good
go
5.
wrong with that, bro.
Facts.
J. Cole, Kendrick, Meek, Drake,
Yeah.
Davies.
That's
That 5. That's an all-star
That's a good
lineup. Like, you
5.
can't go wrong with that 5. Like,
Nah, not
give
at
me your
all.
top 5 now.
Top 5 right now. If I was to open my phone, what would you hear? You would definitely hear some G Herbo.
You're not gonna throw J. Cole on your playlist, Cole or
I
Kendrick?
I listen to them for sure. It's just I gotta be in the mood for them. Like, feel me? Like I'm gonna say on a daily basis, I listen to Dirk. I mean, no, I'm sorry, not Dirk. I don't really like Dirk like that. Dirk, T.I., but I don't know. I don't be feeling him like that. But I like G Herbo. I'ma go Gunna. I'ma go.
You don't like Lil Baby?
there's
You don't like the Baby, Lil Baby?
Yeah.
Now, Lil Baby fire, though.
Lil Baby nice, but he too mainstream.
Yeah.
Like he too mainstream. Like I fuck with I'ma go Polo G.
That's kind of drill, right? You like drill rap, too? I'm
Nah,
not.
Polo G more like he
I
lyrical.
don't. That's
but
one
at
thing.
the
That's
same
one
time-
thing. A lot. This era is a lot of drill rap too.
Nah, Polo G not drill though. He
No,
from-
Chef G is more drill rap.
Chef G,
Chef
yeah,
G is
not
more
Polo
drill.
G,
Chef
yeah,
G is
yeah.
more drill rap. You feel
Yeah.
me? That's
And
more
I'm
drill.
gonna throw Sleepy Hollow.
Oh, Sleepy
That's,
Hollow.
You know, Chef G's man's.
Yeah, I think then them niggas they get indicted. So
I think so. Not all of them.
I think
don't
Chef
Sleepy
G
like
or
that.
one of them got indicted.
Yeah.
Something that happened one on one of them. Yeah, I heard.
Facts. So, what's that? I got 4. I said G Herbo, Gunna.
Yeah, you said about probably
Sleepy.
4. Yeah, you said probably about 4.
I said Polo G.
Polo, yeah.
Oh, and Young Boy.
NBA young boy.
Nah, I don't know
shout out to
niggas.
NBA
Nah, I
young
don't know why niggas don't be feeling him sometimes.
NBA.
He got some shit. I ain't gonna lie. He got some.
Yeah,
He got
like,
some
like
tune.
we spoke about everything. Like I said, we said NYC battles were going in the right direction. What else I want to say? So like, you ever thought about starting like your own brand, like your own merchandise? 'Cause I'm about to get into I'm about to start my own merch. As far as basketball, you ever thought about like getting into like your own merch?
Nah, definitely. This is discussions I have with like my brothers and my cousins all the time. Like,
Cause one of my
'cause we
men,
feel like we all gonna be rich. So
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
now you finished talking. Yeah.
I just feel like we all gonna be rich. So we just be trying to come up with different ideas and whatnot. To really get that going. But I kind of like I started this own. Well, I really got it from my brother, and it's TOTCO is like the one they counted out. So once I could get that to take off a little bit, I'll start like branching off with my own ideas and stuff like that. But I got some stuff in the vault for sure that probably in the next few years you might see me rocking or see other people rocking. So
That's
just
a
stay in
fact.
tune.
The reason why I want to start my own merch because I had a friend of mine that passed away. He was like he had his own humble hearted brand going on. So he influencing me based on starting my own merchandise brand, all that. So he had his joint in motion. Though everybody was copying his brand. Shout out to humble hearted brand. Shout out to my guy Shamel. Shout out to all of my people shout out to my guy Darius Lee, D Lee. Rest in peace to my guy D Lee. Or I met Darius in Millbank. I was a pretty boy in Millbank. Practice with Millbank. Terry and them, Monty. Monty, Terry, all them.
Facts.
Jameek, all them. That's my Millbank brothers, my Millbank boys.
Yeah,
for
my
life.
son. Yeah, I remember my son Monty. He went to St. Ray's.
St.
I ain't
Ray.
seen my bro in a minute, but
I ain't seen Monty in a minute.
I ain't know.
We
D.
all.
Lee in a minute, though. Yeah, I was about to say basketball just bring everybody together.
And even
though,
that, we all in our 20s. Like, we all adults now. Terry, we all in our 20s. Like, I met them when I was, we was teenagers when I met. And now we all adults now. And everybody doing their own thing. Everybody got their own,
own thing going on.
They all, and then, even with this podcast, I got this going on. It's in motion right now. I got my joint in motion for real. And this could take off. I never know. Like, somebody told me that came on the show. Like, you never know who's watching. You never know who's paying attention. You never know. This drink could take off like crazy. Like,
that's a fact.
Like, you never know who's watching and things like that. So we got into everything like that. Like you said, what's next for you in basketball again?
So, like I said, right now, I'm just looking for another school to spend my next 2 years and really develop my game. And then after that, hopefully I could, made enough noise to be a professional basketball player.
You ever thought about getting into like training, coaching? You ever thought about that? You ever had that idea of getting into like other things besides like training, like things in basketball besides playing? Like
I thought about coaching, not so much training, but coaching, because I don't know. I feel like before I really started getting good physically,
because there's other avenues you could take besides playing basketball.
So like before I started getting good physically, I felt like I was mentally better than a lot of people in the game. So I just was able to develop my abilities in a way that, my physical skill catches up with my mind. So I just feel like
y'all hear that? Listen, y'all hear
that?
Listen.
Like being a coach, I could definitely, further down the line when my time is done bouncing the basketball, I can be able to teach, younger kids.
Yeah, I'm big on that too. I'm big on empowering the youth. The next generation, because the next generation of stars. So you gotta always put a smile, inspire the kids, make them be an inspiration.
And that's what we gonna leave here. Like everybody, like, not to say everybody gonna forget you, but what you leave a legacy behind.
In life,
you leave it within people. Like
you gotta leave your own imprint. You feel me?
Exactly. So I feel like that's definitely one way.
Put the mic up. Speak on the mic.
I feel like that's definitely one way I could impact my community or just leave a legacy of my own.
Yeah, you gotta leave an imprint. That's part of life. And meeting people, coming across people, building your own empire. Like I'm big on like having a boss mentality.
Yeah.
Having boss commandments. I'm inspired by a guy named Rick Ross. Like I'm real big on Rick Ross. Like ownership, owning land, real estate, things like that. So I'm real inspired by a guy like Rick Ross. I'm reading his book right now. It's called Rick Ross, The Perfect Day to Boss Up. A guy hustler to building his own empire. Check that book out. It's a Rick Ross book. Go read it, ladies and gentlemen. Check out that Rick Ross book. He a real boss. So yeah, I'm inspired by ownership, and I feel like as black people, we need more ownership. We need more integrity as black people. We need to come together more, sit together.
Nah, that's a fact. I mean,
that's a fact.
It's not every day you could get and sit right here. It's a blessing to be able to sit right here with you and have this kind of conversation.
Like, yes. Things
So
that go like it's things and it's things that go on in the world besides, you feel me, like besides basketball, it's things that go on in real life. Like how basketball relates to real life for you.
Well, to be honest, like basketball is my life, so that's how it relates to me in real life. But just challenges,
Because I speak
challenges and obstacles that you go through in life, the same challenges you might meet in basketball, especially I'm gonna say, like, considering my journey, it's been real up and down, and life got some ups and downs, but it's just about having that integrity and having that
empowerment and things like that.
and just being strong enough to get through it.
Yeah, and like I speak about this a lot. Like you can use basketball as a tool to get you out of depression, whatever you're going through, as therapeutic. Like you can use basketball as a tool to get you out of, if you're going through things at home, depression. You can use basketball as therapy to get you out that mood. Like you ever had that time? You ever had the moments like you going through something like, I'm gonna go play ball, I'm going through depression, because people go through things in their everyday lives, things at home.
Yeah, nah, definitely not so much as depression, but just having a bad day or just having a down day. Going to hoop or just picking up a basketball, dribbling a couple times, shooting around, whatnot, or even going to work out. That definitely could clear your mind.
And the reason why I speak about this is because there's a lot of mental illness going on, and in the world we live in, society that we living in today, you see a lot of people that's mental, go through things, and people, we need to speak about this more often. Mental illness, people going through that.
Because a lot of people do suffer in silence, so yeah.
A lot of people suffer depression, things like that. That's why I speak about, like, basketball. You can use it as a tool to get you out of depression. Like, I went through that too, depression. Like having a bad day. I'm gonna go to the hoop. I'm gonna go to the park, go play ball, get shots up to get things off my mind. Feel me? Because we could, as individuals, we could go through mood swings and things like that. You know how that is, like.
Facts.
So, like I said, you could use it as a tool. So, one more question before we wrap up. So, what's going on for the summer?
Man,
what's going on for the summer?
I told myself I wouldn't play outside this summer, but I don't know, bro. I feel like I still got a lot to prove to not other people for real, because I've never been that type of person, but just to myself. Just coming off the season that I had, I want to be able to prove within myself that I'm like, I can do this shit. Like I'm like that. I can hang with these guys. I can hang with these pros.
Stay tuned.
Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely.
All right, so we about to wrap up. So thanks for watching Strictly Basketball Podcast, episode 11 with my guy, Jeremiah Coston.
Yeah.
Tell them where to follow you at on social media and everything. Look at the camera.
You can follow me on Instagram at tink.0_. That's TINK.0_. And then I think my Twitter is JTink, so JTINK_21. Yeah, that's on my socials right there.
All right, so thanks for watching Strictly Basketball Podcast episode. Like, you already know where to follow me at Rayshon Joseph, all social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, my TikTok. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Strictly Basketball Podcast. Yo, I appreciate you for coming through.
Bro. Hey, shout out my boy Rayshon for having me up here, man.
Right.
This was a great experience.
Stay tuned for many more episodes, many more guests. Stay tuned. We locked in.
Yeah,
that's a fact. Yo, thanks for pulling up, bro.
Sure.
All right. Yeah, that shit was good. Appreciate you. You about to go? You going to stay?